My first EWS race. We also talked to Tracy, Moseley and Nico Vouilloz after their amazing performance on the e-bikes last weekend. And we also do an on-the-spot giveaway of Ride Concept shoes and Shorby tires. So riders, let's go. Riders, welcome back to Sam's Bikes, where you know we only talk e-bikes, and today it's a recap of the Specialized EWS-E race in Crans-Montana, how I went. We also talk to Tracy, Moseley and Nico Vouilloz, and we do an on-the-spot giveaway of Ride Concepts and Shorby tires. And riders, I really want to apologize first because the GoPro footage is a bit rubbish because I had to mount it on my helmet and I didn't have that much time. So what I thought I was going to do is do a voice-over recap of the race and show a bit of the footage. But before we get into that, I need to thank some people. Of course, Shorby Tires for making it possible. The Magic Marys and Big Betties were flawless during the weekend. And the Ride Concepts TNTs saved my little tootsies quite a lot because I did hit a few rocks. And your emtb, renting high-end specialized bikes in Spain and also selling Shorby tires, Magura brakes, and I just heard they've got some Raiden renders in for sale. And I need to thank also Bayer, because Bayer was a massive support over the week in Crans-Montana. She was awesome. She helped do some editing. She just really looked after me and helped make it all possible. And also the Specialized Switzerland team, they were amazing. They really helped me out. They let me store my bike there, charge my batteries, gave me support, and also gave me a beer at the end of the race, which was awesome. And now onto the footage of my first EWS race. The first couple of days I was in Crans, kind of had a little bit of imposter syndrome, you know. I don't know if anyone gets that, but you know, like there was a lot of pros there and I was pretty nervous to be racing after 22 years. But after stage one, I kind of loosened up, and the first loop was 3 stages, average of 3.5 minutes each stage. And it was a bit of a rude awakening, going downhill for 3.5 minutes and then doing it again and again. Oh, it was pretty hard, I'd have to say. But on the first stage, as I said, I was a bit nervous. Second stage, I started warming up. Third stage, I rode it really well, I thought. And after the first loop, I was in 10th position out of 15 riders. I know, but it was really cool. So then we had a very quick break. They say it's going to be half an hour, but literally you have enough time to get a little bit of food, fill the water bottles, change the batteries, and then you back out again. And the first stage of loop 2 was the hill climb, and that was nasty. I stuffed it up. I think a lot of people stuffed it up. And basically I did it in 2 minutes and 58 seconds of pure hell. My heart rate was jumping out of my chest. I reckon it was about 175, 180 the whole time. And you know, I think that was a little bit disappointing because it was really hard and a lot of people stuffed it up. And if you did stuff it up, you pretty much ruined your race because you lost so much time. You know, so I would like to see that maybe not easier, or maybe a chicken line that maybe if you take the chicken line, you lose 30 seconds, not 2 minutes or a minute. And then we went on to the next stage, which was kind of steep, fast, and with loads of switchbacks. And I messed up this stage. There was actually a pinch climb in it as well. I forgot. I was getting pretty exhausted at that stage and I didn't change down, so I messed up that stage. And then we repeated stage 3 again, which was awesome. I love that stage. It was super fast. So then we came back into the paddocks, changed the batteries again, got some more water, and out for the last loop. And I've got to admit, riders, at that point, I was starting to feel a bit delusional. My body held up really well. Like my legs were good. Everything was good. My arms, I didn't get, I was good. But what I noticed the most was my concentration. I found it really hard to concentrate. So fast forward to the last stage, and this was the hardest stage, I reckon. And also the day before in practice, I got excited because I was interviewing Nico, Jack Moya, and I actually missed the last stage, so I didn't practice it. Bad me, I know I made a mistake. You know, I was trying to cover it as a journalist and a rider. So I had to ride the last stage blind, and it was the hardest stage. It was pretty much a downhill run that then dropped into quite a large jump on the finish. So that was interesting. But my take homes for the race were, it was amazing. I met so many cool people, and it really wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I probably could have pushed it a little bit harder, but you know, I'm really satisfied that I didn't get too excited with the racing and crash out and get hurt. So I'm proud of myself for that. And with the ski lift up, we ended up doing 65 kilometers, 3,000 meters of elevation gain, and 3,500 meters of downhill running over 9 stages. Each stage was an average of 3.3 meters, and my average heart rate over the 6 hours was 135. And as I said, I ended up in 12th position out of 15. Not amazing, but not bad either. And you know, like, it's my first race in 22 years. So I was just really happy to get through it, survive the day. So, and my take homes from the race were, all the riders were awesome. Everyone stuck together. And you know, like, we had to ride a long way together. We chatted, met some amazing people, and I really loved the atmosphere. It was so different to maybe a downhill run or even BMX racing. Everyone was really cool. Let's talk a little bit about the bike setup. I was really stoked to be on the Gen 3 with the Bros motor. Definitely that extra torque got me through the day. I ended up using 3 batteries, only because I kind of stuffed up stage 2, and you could definitely get away with it with 2 625, 630s or 700s. If you're rocking a 500, you would definitely need 3 batteries. And the stages and tracks, I personally found the tracks were not that difficult, and they benefited someone more crazy than skilled. Like, when I say that, like, they were very wide open, they were very fast, but they were also off camber and cut into the hill. So you could easily take a pedal strike, and I'm going 40, 50 Ks an hour. That wasn't something I was interested in doing. Not at 41, I didn't want to get hurt. And as I said, I was there to cover the event. So I personally would have liked to have seen more stages like the last stage, harder, sort of more techie, more line choice. Yeah, but that's a personal thing. We're going to see what it's like in Finale Laguna this week. I have ridden here before, so I do know the terrain a bit better. And the big step down or drop at the end of the race. For me, I jumped it, no problem. I jumped it blind, but it was pretty big, you know, like, and if we're saying this is for an amateur riders as well, I would have loved to have seen a chicken line, because you come all this way, your family's waiting to see you, and if you don't jump it, it's just a little bit crap, you know. So next time I'd like to see more of a chicken line for the less experienced riders. And also, I think EWS did a fantastic job on the whole setup. It was probably really difficult to run the EWS and the EWS-E back to back in the same week. That's probably why we didn't get all the good trails, but I totally understand that. One thing that, you know, would be cool if they could look into, you know, the top 5 riders in the E100, which is the same race as the pros. Well, the guy that got second actually would have finished in the top 20 of the pros. And I was talking to him, and he said that apparently there's no point system for the amateur race. So if you finish in the top 3, you can't qualify to go into the pro race next, the next race. So it'd be really cool if there could be a point system. So if you do finish in, I don't know, let's say the top 5, for this series, you could qualify to race in the pros the following year. And probably everyone watching are thinking, can they do the race? I'm going to say 100% yes, you can do it. You're going to need to train. You don't need to train that much. I burnt 2,500 calories, which I was really blown away at. I thought I was going to burn more like 4,000. So fitness, you don't need to be really, really fit. Where my body started, it was more my concentration at the end of the day, concentrating on all those downhill runs and being in that race atmosphere. But I'm saying if you're a half decent rider, you know, maybe a 6 out of 10, you can definitely do it. And riders, next year, I'm thinking of doing a team, a very chilled team, hanging out for a week, doing some training, doing some riding, racing all together on the hill. and obviously having a beer at the end of it. So let me know if that's something you might be interested in. And now let's talk about the pros. I love that the EWS is bringing back the older pros. Tracy Moseley finished in 2nd position, and I was lucky enough to have a quick chat to her after the race. Tracy, how did it go?
Really good actually, yeah. It's been a year since the last EWS-E. Lot goes on in a year, so little racing for me, very little this year really. So just fun to be here and to be back at it. Yep. Definitely not.
And you got 2nd?
Yeah, super happy really. It was really tight racing. Yeah, racing Laura, who's racing the full EWS, so she's training full time, racing a bike lots. So
she's not a mum.
She's not a mum. I was so yeah, happy to be kind of like pushing some stage wins against her, and then I messed up the climbing stage. I think most people did maybe.
Yeah. I think it's amazing that you finished 2nd, because I did my first race today and I finished 12th of 15.
There you go.
And
you know, did you enjoy it?
I did. I really enjoyed it. It gives me more respect for the pros.
Yeah, it was a nice journey, but hey, the liaisons were tight. Did you have a tight on?
No, they weren't that tight. They weren't that tight.
Damn tight. Like it was a race within the race almost. It was like 2-3 minutes to spare each time.
How many batteries?
Used all 3 because you didn't really need them.
It's worth it.
Worth to go internal everywhere that if you needed to. So
are we going to see you in finale?
I think so. I need flying home tomorrow. I need to get permission from the family to escape again. But yeah,
nice. Well, we'll see you there.
Cool, brilliant.
All right, Tracy, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And the legend that is Nico Vouilloz, 10 times downhill world champion at 45. He was showing the young kids how it was done, and I was lucky enough to speak to him as well. Nico, we meet again. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks,
and congratulations. You are an absolute inspiration. 45 and showing the young boys how it's done. Tell me the secret. Tell me the secret.
Yeah, but I just was the world championship, and so Greg Mina won, and I say shit, the next race I need to ride flat out and see what's happened. And,
amazing. And how did you find the whole weekend?
Yeah, I enjoy. I really like the fast trail. So here was super fast, big average, and bike was working well, and I did no mistake. No, I was quite inspired before. I like here. My name is from Valais in Switzerland, Vouilloz, and so I'm not living there, of course, but so I already race car, compete car, rally car here in the Valais 10 years ago, I don't remember, and I won as well. So every time I come here, I'm motivated.
Mate, you killed it, and I will see you in finale.
Yeah,
definitely.
Hopefully in the same shape. Because you never know, when you get old, sometimes 3 days after is not exactly the same.
I'm sure you'll be fine. And mate, again, congratulations.
Thanks.
And enjoy tonight off, a few days off, and then we're back at it.
Yeah.
And after the race, 2 rider legends came over to congratulate me for the race. And there was a little surprise for them. So riders, the race is finished. I've got a fan here, Martin. Thanks, mate. Thanks for saying g'day. And I have a surprise for you. What do you want? Schwalbe tyres or Ride Concept shoes?
Ride Concept shoes, please.
Oh, that was very quick. Are you riding clips? Are you riding clips or flats? Flats.
If you have.
So we're gonna go the TNTs, I reckon.
Yeah. That would be great.
Okay, perfect. And you have to say one last thing.
Welcome to Sam's Bike. We only talk e-bikes.
That's it, Martin. Congratulations, mate. There you go. Thanks for talking to me, and thanks for following me. Thanks for the support. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy those Ride Concepts, man. I hit some rocks today, and these bad boys saved me. Okay, so it's Friday morning, and we're about to leave to go to Italy, but I'm welcomed by
Mike P and
Jacqueline.
You were just saying something that e-mountain biking has changed your life?
Oh, absolutely. I've had my bike now for just over 12 months. I started off with a decathlon.
Yep.
Kind of bog standard.
Good bike.
Entry level bike.
Great entry level bike.
Oh, I really loved it. I really did. But recently, he's just bought me a new Trek 5.
Yep.
And I've not really been out too much on it yet, but I've been reassured that it's going to change.
Another great bike as well.
Yep.
And thanks for saying g'day. And we have a little present from Schwalbe. Thank you, Bea. set of tyres for you guys.
Awesome.
For either your Trek
Thanks, man.
Rail
That's
or...
awesome, thanks.
And that's from Shoreby. And my recommendation, if it's for you, I'd go the Ultra Soft on the front, the 29er Magic Mary.
Okay.
And if you're going to be doing some super hard downhilling, go Magic Mary Soft on the back. But the Big Betty is a great long-lasting tyre.
Cool.
So enjoy that.
Nice one. Thanks, man. Looking
And-
forward to trying it out.
Yeah, and let me know how you get on. And riders, that's it for me this week. We are in Finale Laguda. We are training. I'll be riding Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, racing Thursday. If you are around and want to do some riding, hit me up on Instagram. More than happy to do some training. And for the first 2 people that come up to me and say, welcome to Sam's Bikes, where we only talk e-bikes, will win either a pair of Ride Concepts or a pair of Shoreby tyres. That's the competition. The legends at Ride Concepts and Shoreby are giving away a pair of tyres, a pair of shoes each week while I'm away in the Aussie Punter Series. And riders, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's more of a show this time. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Share it with like-minded people and stay safe out there. And if you're in Finale, come say g'day. And I'm going to see you next week.